It's easy to understand really, because when you look at it, there's a part of you that already knows what you want, even if you haven't admitted it to yourself yet. But just imagine for a moment, if you were to consider a shift, maybe even just the possibility of change, wouldn't that be something? You see, the truth about choice, the real beauty in it, is this. It's yours. It's always been yours. When you realise that, truly realise it, everything begins to make sense. In fact, your autonomy, that right to choose, well, it's a part of who you are. So just for a moment, think about how it feels to make a choice, to be able to say, yes, this is the path I'll take, or even to say, no, this isn't for me. And in saying that, there's an understanding, a deep one, that nothing can take that part from you. And you've probably felt it before, that slight resistance, that pushback, when someone tries to influence you in a way that doesn't quite resonate with your own freedom. It's natural, really. It's not a weakness, it's just a signal. Reactance, the term for it. When you feel that your right to decide, your personal autonomy, is being threatened, you might push back. You know this. Maybe you've felt it in small moments, or maybe it's been louder, in more significant choices. What's fascinating is, once you recognise that, once you see the reactance for what it is, it's not something to resist, no. It's something that you can manage. Think about it. You've had those moments where, even though you didn't want something, you felt that pull to take the control, didn't you? And that is when the power of choice becomes clear, because it's within you. It's never been about the right choice, just the choice that feels more aligned with your needs, your desires. It's a subtle dance, isn't it? Between being drawn to what you want to do and the pull of what you need to do. But even then, when it comes to managing your own thoughts, it all begins with freedom. Now imagine, if you will, you're standing on the edge of a decision, and in front of you, you see two paths. One path with its own set of reasons. It feels like an obligation. It feels like something you must do. And that feeling, that external push, it's not yours, is it? That is where the discomfort lies. But the other path, it's all about desire. It's filled with want, with inner motivation that has nothing to do with what anyone else expects of you. And as you look at that second path, you start to realise something. It doesn't require effort to decide. It requires understanding what you truly desire. You know the difference, don't you? When you're making a choice for your own reasons, not for anyone else's, not for what you think others will think of you, but because it aligns with what you want. Can you feel the freedom in that? But the best part, you don't have to do it all at once. No, you can make it step by step, adjusting your path as you move. Each small decision, each subtle shift builds on the last. And with each step, your motivation becomes clearer, more powerful, more self-driven. It's like a light that starts to grow brighter, just by being aware of it. You've already made the decision in your mind, before you even consciously acknowledged it. You know, when people feel like they're being forced into something, they resist. That's natural, it's human nature. But if you give them the right kind of space, the freedom to make the decision on their own terms, everything changes. That's the magic, the hidden truth, isn't it? That when you acknowledge someone's right to choose, even if it means they don't go with what you expected, it's empowering them in a way that creates connection. And the more connected they feel, the more aligned they become with what they truly desire. So when you step back and really look at things, you start to see the bigger picture. Your beliefs, your desires, your motivations, they all come together in this beautiful, harmonious alignment. The resistance, the pushback, it fades away, because now it's no longer about control or external forces. It's about choice. And that choice, that freedom, it belongs entirely to you. And when you start to recognize that, when you really see it, feel it and embrace it, you'll find not only does your ability to act become stronger, but so does your capacity to influence others in the most natural, effortless way. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to feel that they're making decisions for themselves. Everyone wants that feeling of autonomy. When you realize it's theirs, there's no resistance left to overcome. It's all just possibility. Now, isn't that an exciting thought? To realize in every moment You have the power to choose. And in choosing, you're constantly shaping the path that's before you.